ESPN senior NBA writer Zach Lowe joining us now on SportsCenter. Zach, your weekly column on ESPN Plus is up now. 10 NBA things you like and don't like. Let's start with the Clippers, who've won 7 straight games. What do you like with LA?
Well, I like that Paul George is not hitting the side of the backboard these days. We've gotten great Paul George this year. Paul George Vengeance Tour is in full effect. We'll have to see if it happens in the playoffs. The shooting numbers are one thing, but I'm looking for stuff like this when I look for great Paul George. That fake towards the corner and then the drives. The drives are the indicator that he's there. He can sometimes settle for too many jump shots. A lot of his playoff clunkers have been 2 of 15, too many mid-range jump shots. Get to the line, get to the rim. The Clippers need more offense at the rim. And this Paul George, the guy who slithers around help defenders like this, puts his shoulder into people. That's the guy that the Clippers are going to need if they want to get to where they think they can get, which is all the way to the championship. They didn't get that guy last year in the playoffs. They're going to need him this year in the playoffs. Let's go all the way back across the country for something else I like, and that is the New York Knicks defense. The Knicks are still 3rd in the NBA in points allowed per possession, and look at their perimeter defense. They help, they recover, they switch, they're getting their hands on balls. Here's Julius Randle guarding a perimeter player, something he's done better this season than any season in his career. And RJ Barrett, the jump shot is awesome. The three-pointer is awesome. He's building out every part of his game. He's becoming quite a good defender. There's Alec Burks knocking it away. They are flying around, switching, and just doing everything right for Tom Thibodeau. Another great defensive player in Phoenix. Another thing I like this week, this guy, the point guard, just keeps on doing this. He's the best at this in the history of the league. 1-on-2, Chris Paul has the advantage when it's 1-on-2. Poor Jake Layman and Jared Vanderbilt actually thought they were going to pull that fast break off. Chris Paul was going to steal that the whole time. He's 5th all-time in steals. I bet he's 1st or 2nd in steals as the last line of defense. The Suns are no joke. He remains a great defensive player, and he has infused them with his identity. And let's end with a couple of guards in New Orleans who are kind of going in opposite directions. Kira Lewis Jr., super exciting. Look at this defense. He is no joke. He gets right into your body. He's challenging shots. He gets over picks. And offensively, he's learning how to play off Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson. Catch on the move, get into the lane, attack, find Jackson Hayes. He is really promising, looking like a big part of their future. And someone who's not, unfortunately, looking like a big part of their future is that guy, Eric Bledsoe, who just doesn't really fit in New Orleans. They need a point guard who can shoot, who can spot up, and he's more of a driver, attacker. His jump shot comes and goes. He's played good defense for them. He's pushing the ball, but he just feels kind of lost there in a way that is, frankly, a little depressing for those of us who have really enjoyed watching him over the years.
Indeed. Pelicans, by the way, currently 3 games behind the Grizzlies for the 8th spot in the West. Zach Lowe, always a pleasure to have you on SportsCenter.